The road to strong is 13 million miles long. That's how we built your all-new Silverado, with the most fuel-efficient V8 available in pickup. A V8 even more fuel-efficient than the EcoBoost V6 and Ford F-150. The all-new Chevy Silverado, strong for all the roads ahead. Now Silverado is backed by the best coverage available on a pickup, including 2 years of scheduled maintenance.
See your Mid-America Chevy dealer.
Welcome to WIL92.com. Scotty McCreery here for the free summer kickoff party at Chesterfield Amphitheater. Welcome, Scotty.
Appreciate it.
Travel in was good?
It was awesome, man.
Okay.
No hiccups.
Okay. To date, can you tell me how many times you've been proposed to?
A number. Man, every show, I mean, there's some kind of sign or some kind of meet and greet that has something. But, you know, I give them the same response. We just met. You know, we got to get to know each other a little more. So.
Okay, so I'm not going to ask you about your love interest now, but let's talk about college. School's going good?
Yeah, man, I'm still enrolled. I've slowed down considerably from last year. Last year I was full-time and doing it. This year, well, I mean, we're pretty much on the road. We're on the road more than we've ever been. And, you know, it started off to be a big 2014 for us. You know, it's been really good, and we want to build on that and kind of have a snowball effect and see how big we can make it. But, yeah, it requires being away from school a little more than before.
You know, I think a lot of parents probably approve of you marrying their daughter because you're such a good guy. I mean, from what everybody knows. I don't know if there's a dark side. I ain't going there. But
hey, no.
You're a good guy. You're raised right. You're raised in a church, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, First Baptist.
And you're a professed Christian, as I am.
Yes,
I've got to ask you, have you seen any of these movies that are out? God's Not Dead or Heaven is for Real?
Yeah, I've seen both of those and a couple of them. And they've sent chills up my back, you know, both of them. So they're really well done and good movies with good messages.
Okay, in God's Not Dead, I was in there with my wife, and the theater was just packed. At the very end, when all the students started to stand up, did you feel like you wanted to stand up?
Oh yeah, man, for
did
sure.
You?
It did. I think there was me and one other person in the theater, so we kind of kept our cool during that. But
I was waiting for one other person to stand up before I was like looking around. I was like,
you're gonna do it?
Stand up? Why didn't I? I don't know.
I know. I heard some claps. You know,
yeah.
The person in front of me, they let out a few claps. So yeah, it was powerful.
And you saw Heaven is for Real too?
I did. I read the book as well.
See, and I read the book, and then that night I went to the movie.
Oh,
so
really?
I was like, you know, because it does take away a little bit.
I read the book a while ago, so it was kind of like a nice refresher for me to see.
Yeah, that's a good way to put that. Yeah, and I even challenge some people on the radio to, you know, take a break. If you read the book, take a break from it. But
yeah, exactly.
How do you think that works into your faith? Works into your stage presence? I mean, you always hear stories and headlines of different artists. Does your faith just keep you on the straight and narrow?
I'd say it's a big reason as to why I'm, you know, trying to be on the straight and narrow, and you know, we've had a lot of fun on the road. I got a good group of guys around me though on the bus that are kind of all like-minded, you know, good, strong Christians, and I feel like that's kind of what you need if you're going to be living this lifestyle on the road 24/7. We see a lot of stuff, a lot of crazy stuff out there.
Oh,
so,
I'm sure.
You got to kind of be there for each other, and that's kind of what we're doing. But yeah, I'd say faith plays into, you know, pretty much everything I do out there.
Yeah, and it kind of keeps you grounded, doesn't it?
Definitely,
yeah,
for sure.
Me too. Okay, so the new album. Let's talk about that.
Oh yeah.
What are you feeling? This is a pretty exciting project.
I'm feeling it, bro.
You had some time. You had some time to put into it.
Yeah.
What was the biggest challenge?
You know, the challenge was just to make sure we did it as well as we could, as good as we could, and you know, we obviously want to make the best project we could. And I honestly feel like, you know, we did we put everything into it. You know, me and my producer Frank Rogers, we really dived straight into it, and we were writing songs and looking for songs. And you know, the first record I got 2 months. This one I had 1.5 years to make, which was I'd say the biggest difference between the two, and just sonically and musically, and the themes we're going for, and just songs in general. So I'm really proud of this record, and you know, so far See Tonight, the first thing was a big one for us and my biggest to date, and we're following up with feeling it and excited about it.
Do you enjoy the creative part of it, the in-studio experience?
I love it. That's probably one, you know, outside of the live performance, my favorite thing about all this is making the music, writing the music, you know, being in the studio with those Nashville musicians when they're, you know, going to work, and it's just a really cool process.
Well, we are really glad that you're part of our summer kickoff party. It's going to be crazy. Thank God you're not here for the summer, because it's going to be crazy. But no, but thanks for being here for tonight and being part of WIL.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all having us. It's going to be a good night.
Okay, my deal is I got to get everybody to bark, and I've had you bark before.
Okay.
Roof, roof. All right. That's WIL92.com. Scotty, thank you much.
All right, man. Yes, sir.
God bless you, man.